My girlfriend hid my acceptance letter to Harvard so I'd stay home and work at her dad's shop, but she didn't know the dean called me personally to ask why I hadn't responded. For 3 years, my life was a balancing act. By day, I was turning wrenches and changing oil at Miller's Auto Body, owned by my girlfriend Chloe's father. By night, I was studying for the LSATs until my eyes bled. I didn't hate the shop. It was honest work, but I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to fight in a courtroom, not under a chassis. Chloe knew this, or at least I thought she did. She nodded when I talked about law school, but there was always a tightness in her smile. She'd say things like, "You know my dad sees you as the son he never had," or "Why would you want to leave this? We have a simple, happy life here." She loved the version of me that was covered in grease and dependent on her family. She was terrified of the version of me that wore a suit and didn't need them. The acceptance letters were supposed to arrive in mid-March. I was a nervous wreck. Every day I'd rush home to check the mailbox. Nothing. Rejection letters from safety schools came, which hurt, but the silence from Harvard was the loudest. By April, I assumed I didn't get in. I was crushed. I remember sitting on the edge of the bed, head in my hands. Chloe sat next to me, rubbing my back. She said, "Babe, it's for the best. You're too good for those snobs anyway. Dad wants to make you a partner in the shop next year. We can get married, buy that house down the street. It's fate." She sounded so relieved. I felt like I was suffocating, but I resigned myself to it. I agreed to the partnership with her dad. I put away my books. 2 weeks later, I was under a 2015 Ford F-150 covered in grime when my phone rang. I didn't recognize the number. Area code 617, Massachusetts. I wiped my hands and answered. A woman's voice, sharp but kind, asked for me. She introduced herself as Dean Richardson from Harvard Law. My heart stopped. I assumed she was calling to give me a polite, personal rejection. Instead, she said, "We're confused. You were one of our top candidates. We sent your acceptance packet 3 weeks ago offering a full tuition scholarship. The deadline to accept is tomorrow, and we haven't heard a word. Are you declining the offer?" The world tilted on its axis. "Acceptance," I choked out. "Scholarship." "Yes," she said. "We sent it to your home address on Oak Street." I ended the call, told her I accepted immediately, and drove home. I didn't speed. I drove with a cold, terrifying calm. I walked into the house. Chloe was in the kitchen making dinner. She looked up, smiling. "You're home early," Dad said. I didn't let her finish. "Where is it?" She froze. "Where is what?" "The letter, Chloe, the packet, the one from Harvard that says I got a full ride." Her face went pale, then red. She tried to deny it at first, muttering about lost mail, but I walked straight to her memory box, the locked chest at the foot of our bed where she kept keepsakes. I broke the lock with a screwdriver from my pocket. There it was. Buried under old concert tickets, the thick crimson folder opened, crumpled. She started crying instantly, not tears of remorse, but tears of panic. "I did it for us," she screamed. "If you go there, you'll leave me. You'll meet some rich girl and forget about where you came from. I was saving our relationship." "You weren't saving us," I said, holding the letter. "You were stealing my life." I packed my bags in 20 minutes. I stopped by the shop on my way out of town. Her dad was in the office. I told him I was quitting. When he asked why, I told him exactly what his daughter had done. I'll never forget the look of shame on his face. He didn't try to stop me. He just shook my hand and said, "Go, you deserve better." I'm in my second year of law school now. I'm at the top of my class. I heard from a friend back home that Chloe is still working at the shop, telling everyone I abandoned her. She's right, I did, and it was the smartest move I ever made.